What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with another opera reaction. This time we taking a look at Bella Figlia dell'Amore Sutherland and Pavarotti. Hey, we got Pavarotti in here. Rigoletto Quartet. Okay. Half the time I have no idea what any of this means. I'm guessing the names Dell'Amore, Sutherland, and Pavarotti are the names of both of these, right? I do know who Pavarotti is. I think I may know who Dell'Amore, but this is Bella Figlia. Like I said, I have no idea. I usually just like to watch these opera reactions because there's a whole nother sense of level and skill that I like to look at and watch and attempt to understand what I'm looking at, even though I'm not going to understand what they're saying. Okay. Now, before we jump off into this reaction, I just want to point out the makeup here. All right. The number one thing that's absolutely jumping out at me is the contours in the makeup. This is actually pretty cool because it's giving me the sense of a painting. When it comes to opera, everything has its place. Everything is done for a very, very specific reason. And that makeup looks awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up, see what's going on. Okay, hold on before we jump. I like that. The way that he kind of just came down, the way he came out, very interesting. I don't know what he's saying, but whatever he's saying, she seems to be really, really enjoying it, right? She's selling that look on her face like she's being seduced. Y'all see that? You see the way she was looking? She was like, oh my goodness, what is this man saying to her, bro? What could be that? I'm also sitting here thinking that I do understand that in opera, their microphones are not being used, right? Everything needs to be projected from your voice, right? Because we're talking natural here, right? You need to be able to sing that somebody in the very, very far back of the house, right? I think this was performed in a Royal Opera House. This is on, oh no, I don't know if it's performed in a Royal Opera House. So you guys let me know. Either way, your voice got to be able to project all the way through, right? So I'm sitting here thinking about how loud he is, right? He's loud for you to hear it all the way in the back. I'm imagining her eardrums are probably being destroyed. Basic stuff, man. Like I said, whatever he's telling to her, she's really, really enjoying it. Look at that face. Bro, if you just crop this out right here without, you would have a whole different meaning. So whatever he's saying, it must be of a seductive nature. Whoops. Sorry about that. Hold on, right before we jump, wait before we jump into this, do you guys see the amount of breaths that she took before she started singing, right? I imagine you have to. You got to get yourself kind of prepared. And not only that, but she kind of sounded like she threw some like a staccato, and not necessarily, that's not the word I'm looking for, but the way she singing it, right, kind of complement the instrumentals that was going in the background. But I heard it was like every time she said something, it was followed by a short vibrato. That's interesting.
Il piangere non va.
Okay, hold on. Before this, so here's what I find more fascinating about what's going on right here. Right, when she came in and she just see the fact that they aren't using microphones, right? Because that's what you guys are telling me. They aren't using microphones. So I'm going to assume that they're not using microphones because it's opera, and I'm going to base everything that I say, the rest of this reaction, that they're not using microphones. So being able to know how high and how low you should be, right? But still come off as readable has got to be super, super difficult. Now, of course, I know they got practice and everything, but it's live, right? So, oh my goodness, that's so difficult. When they were kind of coming in, they were harmonizing all with each other, right? I could hear the lows as easy as I can hear the highs. Nothing sounded so overblown or overperformed. It all just blended in unison, right? Now I'm sitting here thinking, you got to be a master of your craft to be doing this type of stuff. And the only person up here that I know is Pavarotti. I'm pretty sure the rest of them are all masters in their craft, but that's the master talent right there. Master talent. That's absolutely crazy that they're just doing this, and they're just, they're listening to each other, and they're leveling each other just perfect. I'm gonna assume that this is perfect, because what? I mean, especially how low that she came in, right? But I could still hear, but it wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't too quiet. It was just quiet enough. That type of stuff right there. See? It's crazy. This is crazy. Ooh. Okay, so it looks like it's just a bunch of applause towards the end of it. So, yeah, that was absolutely amazing, and while I may not fully understand the gravity of how excellent a performance that was, I can still appreciate it, right? Those applause, those thunderous applause, they don't lie. And there's a lot more skilled people in there that understand what's going on, understand the language and everything. And they up there clapping, and I'm gonna have to assume that this is actually really good. In my personal opinion, I think it was absolutely amazing for the reasons that I've stated. A couple of more things I wanted to point out was they're stationary right after the performance. I mean, none of them are moving a muscle. It's as if, I mean, honestly, if you squint your eyes, see, that's another thing, man. When it comes to opera, man, they stage design is on point, right? He got the blue and the red. Yo, this is actually kind of interesting, right? Because I'm sitting here looking at the colors. He's in blue. When you squint your eyes, the one in blue is what's popping out, right? Like he's like the authoritative figure of the scene. And both of these, they're in like black and grays. So it's almost kind of giving me that sense of like dead and gone over here, and then lively over here. So based off the facial expressions, the only thing I can think of is that he wants to court her. The dad don't look like he's too happy about it. And the mom, I'm not really sure what to think about the mom, but there was like pain and sorrow on the old guy's face. So I don't think he likes what's going on here. And again, the tempo, I wanted to talk about that as well. She was keeping in tempo with the instrumentals in the background. There was a part in there where it slowed down. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking that even if you were off, like even just a second, it would have thrown everything off. But when that slowdown happened, it happened so gracefully and on time. I'm telling you, man, these things got to be difficult. Gotta be difficult. And I said, I don't understand the first thing about opera. I am literally like just a fresh, well, I got a couple of opera reactions on here, but I'm literally just a fresh dude that's just walking on the scene, telling some, all right, what we got here? That's how you guys should take this reaction, because I'm no expert by any means, but this is just my humble opinion about what I think that's going on. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and, I don't even know I forgot my tagline. You guys let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.